This is a quick 5.5 minute warm up just to help you get ready for running. So we're starting off with some very, very simple ankle rolls. So it's going to be 5 clockwise, 5 anti-clockwise. Just with your toe down, just rolling your heel, followed by toes pointing away, toes pulling back up towards your knee. So we're just going to flex your foot down and up. So just for ease of use today, we're going to just do 5 repetitions of pretty much everything that we go through. Obviously, if you feel the need to do more, then extend that as and when you need to. These are some ideas to get you going. So they're going to hold on to something. This could be a lamppost, this could be a fence, this could be a friend. Just with some straight leg swings. Again, we're just going to do 5 on each leg, forward and backwards, trying to keep your leg as straight as you can. After those forward and back, it's then going to be 5 side to side. Again, trying to keep your leg as straight as possible and just keeping your balance. Alright, we then come away from your support and it's going to be into hip rolls. So again, I'm trying to stand nice and tall here, just rolling your hip up and around. Again, now you could easily do 5 on the left leg, 5 on the right leg, but we do want to make sure that we're going both clockwise and anti-clockwise. So really it's whatever you feel most comfortable doing. Alright, after the hip rolls, we're into what we kind of like call it shoeing chickens. So it's a little bit of a pull through your hamstring. It's one leg forwards, and really it is that action as if you're trying to chase chickens away, which I'm sure you all know. So straight leg, so just a way, just lengthening your hamstrings. We then take it into a side bend. So it's one leg behind the other. Whichever leg you've moved behind you, it's going to be that arm that reaches up and over to the side. So you're trying to take your whole body into a bit of a banana shape. So it's a really nice way of stretching and opening up the side of your body, right the way through your rib cage, through your hip, into the side of your leg. After those side bends, we're into spine rotations. A nice easy one here. So it's feet kind of hip width apart, hands pointing in front of you, and we're then going to just open your chest up. Now you can either keep your eyes looking forwards or you can turn your head behind you. Entirely up to you, whatever you feel most comfortable doing. So the aim is that we just get some movement through your spine. Through that one and through this one, which is a forward flexion. So it's reaching down towards your toes and then rolling up, coming to full height. And if you're happy to, into a little bit of a baby back bend. So just looking at your hands the whole time. So we're just trying to get your spine to curve and then to come through into full extension as you reach up to the ceiling or to the sky if you're outdoors. Okay, ideally you're going to breathe in on the way up, out on the way down. But as long as you're breathing, it doesn't matter too much. All right, so then just want to kind of a forward lunge. So we're going to alternate here. The bigger the step you take, the more you're going to raise your heart rate. And then your arms are as if you're picking up a ball from the floor. Then move that into a side lunge. This is great for ankle and hip mobility here. Now we can have various options. So you can bring your hand down to your knee. If you want a little bit more, it's hand down to foot. Even more, you can swing your opposite arm behind you just to add even more rotation through your spine. You're going to feel your heart rates going gradually higher and higher to do this. And it's into a back step. Again, we're alternating on this one. Hands coming overhead as you step back and bend both knees. Really nice to lengthen out your hip flexors and just to get your every single leg muscle working, getting you ready to hit the roads. All right, it's heels to bum. Good staple of every runner. Followed by good old high knees. Just to raise your heart rate a bit more. Back into heels to bum after that. Again, no real set time here. It's just as and when you feel like it. And then the last one for this warm-up sequence is to really get into your hips. One leg backwards. Whichever is the backward leg, that's the arm you're going to raise up to the ceiling. So just trying to take you back into this nice big curve. You'll feel this hopefully on the front of your hip. So on the whichever leg is backwards, that'll be the front of that hip, if that makes sense. All right, so give those a go before you run. You should find that it's a little bit easier when you first kick off. Let me know if you have any questions.